Hey everybody, Logan here.
And click to enlarge.
So is that what we're gonna call you from now on? We're not gonna call you Nick. We're gonna call him.
You can call me Nick. You know, people online call me Click, or they just people like kind of know that my name is Nick.
Click Duel or
Click Duel.
Nick to enlarge.
Nick. That works.
That's very weird. So, hey everybody, how's it going today? And I don't see the chat up there, so that's probably an issue. There we go. We are not 1 minute late. You were 1 minute early.
Yep, there you go.
What is it? Crap, what's the line from Gandalf? He's not late, he arrives exactly when he means to.
I don't know.
It's been such a long time
Dude,
since
I haven't even seen
movie trilogy ever.
Yeah, it's been years, and then I haven't seen whatever the Hobbit series.
I watched the first two Hobbits, but not the third one. So,
playing any games?
Oh crap, that's right. Oh, I edit. Whoops. Edit name. It's not supposed to say that.
What happened?
No, because the other thing I was working on.
Whoops.
Because I work for the company I was working for. I can't put my last name. I have to put my first name. So it's a story where I told you the person didn't show up.
Yeah, but you still made money, didn't you?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So with that being said, what have you been up to? What have you been playing? Have you been watching? Have you been jumping and, dancing on the ceiling? What have you been doing, Nick?
No games. I played no games. I decided again, social life over the weekend. So yeah. I mean, I wanna get back into some of that cyberpunk style samurai game. Hades is on sale for $8. Yeah. Is it something?
Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner. Yes, thank you. Ghost Runner. I'm a little jealous. My buddy, shout out to Ninja Turtles, picked up I think a 3DS version of whatchamacallit.
Cody's saying Spotify is 3 episodes behind. No, I'm not 3. I just missed last week. Yeah, because it was such a short episode. I was like, I didn't really bother much with it, and we really didn't talk about what the topic was. So I kind of left it. But no, the previous episode, the episode 36, should be up there. I uploaded it. I uploaded 30. I think the only one we're missing is 33, but 34, 35, 36 are all up there, and 37 isn't. So we're not 3 episodes behind. Okay, if it says 3 episodes are missing, I have to check because I've uploaded them all. That's a big problem, and I have not been checking to see if that's an issue.
Oh man, my brain is just so slow today. Animal Crossing. There's a 3DS version of Animal Crossing. Yeah, so I'm playing games vicariously through Ninja Turtles. He's playing Animal Crossing on 3DS. So I wanted to ask him how it was. I really want to jump back onto my island. However, I've been waiting for us to kind of do a stream together to go on our islands. We have to do that sometime.
Yes, starting not next week, because next week I'm going out of town for the weekend, and I'll be back on Tuesday. But because of everything that's going on, my wife and I are going to take a few days break. So I'm not even 100% sure if we'll be doing the podcast next Thursday. I will let you know. Yeah. So I think if we plan for the week after that, we can definitely get it done.
Okay.
And we can do an Animal Crossing and have all 2 people watch. And it's just, ourselves.
No, I just really wanted to do it because I do want to make it like straight up just like a nice video of just showing my island. Like I've been wanting to do it.
Yeah, what I was actually thinking of doing is once we do it, then just chop it up and then make smaller videos out of it. But okay, Cody says all he sees is 35. I did upload 36. It's just 37 I'm missing. That's that's a problem. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Cody. I did not know that it wasn't showing. So if anything, I'll check to see why 35 isn't up there. No, why 36 isn't up there because I did upload 36. I definitely did. Um, okay, so tonight's will be up there tomorrow. Tomorrow as well. But okay, with that out of the way, I've been. Oh, what have I been playing?
Oh, I still got to pick
Oh,
up
Stellar Blade.
RoboCop. Yeah, dude, how is it?
It's really good. I just wish I had a little more time to play in general because with the work that I have going this week, it's been up and down, up and down. It's been, and then with my wife's birthday last weekend, well, her party was Sunday. We had a thing on Monday, and then catching up Tuesday and Wednesday. It's been not really much gaming, and now I just saw that Exo Primal is on double XP again today, and I'm like, oh,
gotta jump on it. You got to, you know.
When I've been since I'm going out of town, I had to pump up the video production for the next couple days. So I had to record. I've recorded 3 videos today, and I'm setting them up for this week. And then, yeah,
I have some cool stuff in the little teaser for some videos I'm putting together. I have some custom, very limited resin figures. I'm not going to say which figures, but I mean, we're talking one cost me, I think, almost $200, if not more, because they're handmade at limited quantities.
Oh, wow.
I'll take some pictures of them after this, and I'll send them to you so you can see them. There's 2 specific figures that I got. Like I said, that they run like a limited to like 1 to 300.
Oh, wow.
And they're all done painted by hand. Like, so I'm gonna do both figures in one video, and I think people will like it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that reminds me of I have this Raphael statue where it's just his hands coming out of the a manhole cover, and he's holding the sai.
That's cool.
And I think there's 800 or something of them. There's a good amount, and I think it might be 5. It's a large batch, but I have number 8 in the production run. So, and I had no clue that it was. My wife just got it for me one year for Christmas, and boom, I opened the box and my jaw dropped. Not just because it was pretty epic, because it's number 8.
Let me see. What's it? Who's it?
I can't remember who makes it, but it's Raphael's arms like this, holding the size up.
Oh man, Raphael. It's like a bust.
No. It was sort of, but just hands. It's just the forearms, just the forearms and the size. So, it's funny. ATV says, "Yo, I was on YouTube yesterday waiting for your podcast to come on. Then I remembered it was Wednesday."
ATV, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it though. I was at the gym and watching AEW. You know, it's hard to watch wrestling while you're at the gym, just so you know.
I'm watching a video of Will Sasso doing Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
That is Chris Van Vliet's interview.
Yeah.
I watched Chris Van Vliet.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
I talked to him on social media. He talks to his fans and he interacts. And I'm like, that was really cool to actually have a conversation with him. He was a really nice guy. So, but yeah, that's a funny podcast. I haven't watched in a few weeks just because, well, yeah. So, but with that being said, do you want to jump into the news?
Yes, I would like that very much. Should I go grab a cola too? Should I go grab a Coca-Cola?
Yeah, I'm going to say something before we get in and go, before you grab yours. So I've been buying these Coca-Cola with the MCU characters on it, and I'm trying to get Captain America, and then I get Falcon.
Nice.
I was trying to get Iron Man and Hulk, and then there's Wolverine and Deadpool. But so far we've got Nick Fury. I did get Iron Man, and I got Falcon, and I'm like, So
if you get a case,
tell which ones you get.
So
it's
wait a minute.
All of one hero.
They did it on purpose. Yeah. They did it on purpose.
Yeah. So I want to get Captain
Brilliant.
America. I did get Iron Man, but I want Wolverine and Deadpool. So I've been buying every time we go through a pack, and I get the 24 packs because, it's the only.
Dude,
I don't like buying soda over and over.
Yeah, we'll just buy a couple 12. Then come on, buy those long 12 packs, dude.
Okay, you know why I don't buy two 12 packs? Because it costs me about $3 more for two 12 packs than one 24 pack.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but otherwise, I drink Fresca, but they didn't put any superheroes on Fresca. So, but now we before we start talking about the death of Xbox.
Let's do this. I'm gonna try this.
No, I'm gonna do this later. Make people.
It's a cliffhanger.
It's Farmer Billy's Choco Bacon Bar. It says this little piggy went to chocolate. Yep. Yeah. So, with that being said, Xbox is dead. They are officially, they called it. They said they're done. They're dead. They're not coming out with the new console this June. I just made that up. That is not true. But we do have some articles. Nick, you have one and I have one.
But, I mean, essentially they're saying the same thing, right?
I don't know because I did not read yours. And honestly, I have not. I just skimmed.
I did not like the website that you were at. So I like this one better. And I'm
not a big fan of this one because they use. I don't know. Sometimes it's weird because I read it and they get a little snooty, and they sometimes report things that are clear BS, and that's not true. So that's the only thing. And so how about we pull up your article? Let's see what it says, and then we'll check out mine.
Okay.
So we'll share it. But basically, it looks like every Xbox exclusive seems to be rumored to be hitting PlayStation, with the biggest being Halo. But here you have an article from WCCF Tech. Do we know what that stands for?
No. It just seems too long. WCCF Tech?
Yeah.
Are they have
World
hardware, gaming,
Crunchy
mobile,
Chicken
finance,
Federation?
software deals, reviews? I don't know what this is, dude.
I like World Crunchy Chicken Federation Tech.
I do like that. World
Crunchy
what?
Chicken.
Crunchy Chicken
Federation.
I like that a lot. That's what we're going to WCCF Tech. That's what you're officially called. Oh my gosh. But yeah, let's take a look. So around 3 months ago, a flurry of rumors suggested that Microsoft was preparing many Xbox exclusive games to go multi-platform, including heavyweights like Gears of War, Starfield, and Indiana Jones: The Great Circle. Which, have we heard of anything with this game, this Indiana Jones game yet?
Well, the only thing I do know of, because I was told via my insider, it is coming out this year, guaranteed. And we're going to hear an exact date during the June conference, along with the Call of Duty, and it looks like Fable is next year, and what's the other one? Perfect Dark are probably going to be next year. But don't hold your breath because Fable was utter doo-doo butter, and the main dude chick, people were getting all pissed. So I don't know. If they keep the same thing that they showed us, I definitely won't be playing it, even if it's free on Game Pass. So
it just doesn't look good. But anyways,
no, it looks like doo-doo butter. Same thing with Avowed. Oh, and Avowed is
some people like doo-doo butter, bro. Don't hit on doo-doo butter. Anyways, Microsoft broadcast a business update event where Xbox executives revealed that a few games were indeed making the jump to PlayStation and or Nintendo Switch consoles. These games turned out to be Hi-Fi Rush, which I still really want to play. Heard great things about Hi-Fi Rush. And then Pentiment, Grounded, Sea of Thieves, which, I'm glad that went multi-platform. Phil Spencer.
They're all multiplayer games. Except for Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiment. But Grounded, Sea of Thieves, Halo's a multiplayer game.
What is Pentiment?
It was an indie game put out by somebody. Maybe it was Obsidian? Shit, I don't know.
And then Phil Spencer. I like Phil Spencer.
Sometimes. Because
anyway.
he can tend to be a little BSy.
Yeah, I agree. Phil Spencer labeled this as an experiment and warned it didn't mean other bigger games would definitely appear on other consoles. I don't think we should, as an industry, ever rule out a game going to any other platform. We're focused on these 4 games and learning from the experience. I don't want to create a false expectation on those other platforms that this is somehow the first 4 to get over the dam, and then the dam's going to open and everything else is coming. That's not the plan today. So moving forward here, do note that the final caveat, it was not planned at that time. However, clearly Microsoft was open to the idea, especially if the experiment worked. We don't know it's hard to read this sometimes, the hard sales data yet, except that Sea of Thieves topped the pre-order charts ahead of its PlayStation launch, which is great because Sea of Thieves is amazing. A few hours ago, renowned Xbox Insider and Windows Central journalist Jez Corden, never heard of him, broached the topic, but nobody's ever heard of me either. The topic once again in the Xbox 2 Discord channel, as reported on the Reset Era forum. Corden said that all of the Xbox first-party games will be coming to PlayStation eventually, even the flagship titles like Halo and Forza. It's like really Forza. I'm surprised with Forza because they have, you have Gran Turismo.
Well, Gran Turismo 7 was kind of crappy. I tried to defend it because I
know you did. I don't know why. It was just like
I tried. I wanted it to be good. It looked good, and it was doo-doo butter.
Some people like doo-doo butter. He also discussed the future of the ecosystem as more Steam-like in the future. PC Master Race. With the ability to sideload PC stores like Steam itself.
Fire you? I will.
Oh, man. Microsoft had recently suggested as much. The upside is the price is more affordable thanks to sales, and the ecosystem will be more open to developers. Meanwhile, the Xbox hardware will be dedicated to a specific niche. Gordon then took the discourse publicly to Twitter, where he reiterated that everything is going to PlayStation or Switch. Man, imagine playing a Halo on Switch, dude. Why would you put any games out on Switch now? We're going to get a new one soon.
It's probably going to be Switch 2. When they say Switch, I'm pretty sure they mean Switch 2.
He also again talked about Xbox consoles filling in a niche, but a bit like the Steam Deck is doing for PC handhelds. Do take this as a rumor for the time being. I got it. I'm using this for a rumor for tomorrow's post on the gram. But this does appear to be the direction Microsoft is willing to take. We may learn more from the week coming. Excuse me. With the Xbox Games Showcase now officially scheduled for Sunday, June 9th. Meanwhile, vote in the poll. Let us know how you feel about such big business shift. I'll
says the same thing.
Should Xbox go full
meta? It references Jez Corden and all that other,
No, it would be betrayal of Xbox community. It would. Yes, let's do this one. Yes, it's about time. Exclusives ended. Vote.
You know why? As someone who used to work for Microsoft and seeing what they're really about and knowing plenty of people who still work there, it's about time. Because Microsoft is the next Sega. It's the Xbox brand. The hardware is pretty much a flop. It's a great machine. It's got power. It's got features. It's fantastic. That Series X is sitting right here. It is a great machine. The problem is when you have no games, and then what the games you do have, you decide to put on other platforms, and day and date with PC, you've already shot yourself in the foot. So now with them going, all right, we're going to go the way of service. Sega didn't do that before because that didn't exist back then. Now they have Xbox Game Pass. So if you can just get your Xbox games on PlayStation or on Switch or on PC, they don't need to take the loss of building consoles. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is going to be their last hurrah. I want to say that what we're going to see in June is going to be the end. But they do have those rumors, and Microsoft has been going, oh, the next generation is going to be the biggest and the baddest and the most powerful. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it, but with the way everything's headed, no one's going to buy the Xbox. Why, when you can get everything on PlayStation, when you can get everything on Switch,
There's
when you
that,
can get everything
yeah.
on PC day and date, there's no point. And this is coming from someone who was a hardcore Xbox fan for many years. And now it's just at the point where it's like, why even bother? The only reason I really like owning the Xbox, it makes life a lot easier recording content.
Mm. Yeah,
But
you know,
otherwise,
I don't know how PlayStation 5 is doing it. It was weird, kind of, for PlayStation 4.
you just have to turn off the HDCP. But PS3, it was built in; you couldn't turn it off, and it just makes it a little bit pain in the butt. I can do it, but the Xbox doesn't have HDCP, so you just plug it in and record anything that you want. So, but yeah, so honestly, I hate to see it because I have big collections of Halo stuff, Gears of War stuff. God, I have Gears of War
Well,
tattoos,
I mean, I
and
don't think that
it
just because
it's gonna go to PlayStation.
I know, but does that still take away if Halo and Forza and Gears all go to PlayStation? Does that really take away your experience from the game when you were playing it on Xbox? Does it take away those
No,
memories? No, right?
no, no.
But
The thing is, you're just not going to have that original machine and that original controller and that original feel in all the
ah,
new series.
I like that. I
So
got you. Okay.
there's a feel that you get. I don't have an Xbox controller around me. The closest I have is the Mamba. And
Hmm.
when you're holding an Xbox controller, you have that feel of an Xbox controller. When you're holding a PlayStation controller, it's got a PlayStation feel. It's very different. And then when you're playing games like Halo, Forza, or Gears, and you're playing it with this, it just feels wrong. Yeah, you'll get used to it, but it just has
Feels
that
wrong to
feeling.
you. However, people
Right,
who haven't played the series
right.
now they get to experience it through that
But
controller.
the people that made it a hit think this is the way it's going to go. Now, I don't see Sony going, hey, you know what? There are third party companies that make controllers, like PDP makes that Victrix. And you've got Nacon making the Revolution Pro, and they're very Xbox oriented. So if the Xbox goes the way of the Dodo, at least the hardware, I will still have ways to play with an Xbox style controller. So that's always a good thing.
You know,
But that's a big part of it. And all my games, all my Halo games, all my Gears of War games, all my Forza games are on my Xbox, which means Microsoft and their whole big game preservation thing, how are they going to keep that? How are they going to keep that promise if you're abandoning your Xbox hardware
and I
via
could,
digital?
you know what,
All they're
too?
going to start importing all their old stuff to Game Pass and then putting it on PlayStation and
It's
Switch.
it's I feel that Xbox doing this sends the wrong message to in a way. What I mean by that, it's like they're just trying to what's the term? They're just trying to hit, like throwing everything at the wall, right? Seeing what
Oh, throwing the
sticks.
shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like, you know what? We got to do something.
because they're dying.
I think this is our last ditch effort, and
They spent all this money on all these studios. Ultimately, Starfield is considered a flop.
I
It did not do anything that Fallout is outselling it now. Fallout is outselling and more players on Fallout than there are on
yeah, we're gonna stop sharing.
um,
Sorry.
Starfield, and
Mm.
more copies of anything Elder Scrolls has outsold it. And they can't say, oh, how many people have downloaded it. Yeah, you can because of Game Pass, but how many people downloaded it and then stopped playing it within just a matter of hours?
I never stopped playing a game so fast and making a decision so quick than after 5 or 6 hours in Starfield, which I still
Throwing
love. I still love the controller. I think it's beautiful.
yeah, the controller's
Gorgeous.
nice. I still have it. Cody says throwing a virtual boy out the wall and seeing if it sticks. Scott the Wasp. I do like Scott the Woz. People give me crap for liking Scott the Woz.
The guy who helped develop Microsoft?
No, that's Scott Wozniak.
You see how you see how yeah. No, I'm not familiar with him.
That's Apple. You're thinking. Scott
Wozniak. Oh, worked with. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Dave Wozniak, John Wozniak, Scott Wozniak. Something Wozniak. I don't know. I'm not an Apple guy. It's
Wozniak, and they called him Woz. But oh my gosh, sorry. So Creamy Potato brings up a very good point. He brought up the topic of Fallout making a comeback because of the TV show, and I'm seeing a lot of stuff on Fallout. And did we discuss this last podcast?
Last two, we talked about Fallout.
Well, I know we talked about the show
on the last podcast.
Yeah. Did we talk about? Were you the one telling me they did an update and it just wiped out all the mods?
Oh no! I wasn't saying that. But yes, I think we might have read something. I saw that it nerfed mods and it nerfed. It's funny because those mods are legit.
Yeah.
Those were mods that they had through their creation thing. It nerfed those.
To rework the cremator.
Performance on PlayStation. And on PlayStation, if you have the PlayStation Plus version of the game, you don't get the PS5 upgrade. It has to be digital purchase to do it. So I happened to see it on sale for like $4, and I think it was Fallout 4. Yeah, it was Fallout 4. It was on sale digitally for $4, and I had some like credit left in my wallet. Sure. I bought the Batman Arkham something, the collection that had the first two Arkham games for $4 digitally, and Fallout 4 for $4. So I was like, sure, I'll take both of those for $8. And
it's
then
not a bad
that's how
deal.
I was able to get it. But I loaded up my Xbox version, and I didn't realize I have 12 hours in the game before I started playing it again. I was like, wow, I stopped at 12 hours in. I thought I stopped at only a couple hours. But I got back into it, and it's enjoyable. It's not like I remember it. So
I'll pass on the Fallout games. They're just not for me. Man,
See, that's how I felt. But playing it again, I was like, all right. And I didn't realize I already had the power armor. So I was like, cool, power armor right away. But transitioning to the audience, because we've been talking, and let's go and address some of the things that people have been saying, because we like going on our little tangents a little bit. So yes, more money for Microsoft. Yes, I agree, John. By doing everything service-wise and not spending money and having factories that create hardware, there doesn't matter. Everything's going digital. No money out of their pocket. WM Mustafa, thanks for joining us here. He says, PlayStation controller feels like it's just made for fighting games like Street Fighter.
I could see that.
And
I could see that.
Well, the evolution of it, yes. The original one, oh god. Okay, if you guys are old enough to remember Street Fighter Thumb, if you had it on Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, it evolved to another level on PlayStation because that segmented D-pad. If you look, it's got a segmented D-pad, right? The PS5 finally fixed it big time, and it's a much softer D-pad and smoother. But if you're playing on PS1, you'd get them.
Oh man, dude!
Plus bubbles like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, good memories, man.
I actually have. My finger is completely different than this one because of the D-pad. Right up here, it's actually, well, you can't see. You won't be able to see it on camera, but it's a permanent injury from all the years of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and the Fatal Fury games on Super Nintendo, and then running to them on PlayStation as well with Street Fighter Alpha 3 and all that other good stuff. So yeah. Oh, and then playing it Street Fighter 3 Third Strike on Dreamcast, which would tear your thumb up too.
Oh,
because that was a rough D-pad.
I think I have a copy on Dreamcast. I have Third Strike copy on PS3.
I have a Japanese version of that.
I have Third Strike Anniversary Edition on my PC. Yep. Street Fighter Third Strike, for me personally, is one of the best Street Fighters ever made.
Yeah. Agreed. We could talk about that for hours. All right. Okay, sorry, Cody. Good night, and I'll make sure I can look into why the episodes weren't showing up there, even though I know I uploaded them. Okay, D-Man. Hey, D-Man, how's it going? D-Man says, I haven't played Fallout in a while, but even 76 became a pretty fun game. I kind of want to get back into it.
76 was rough.
Bad.
I heard.
But yes, I watched videos and stuff like that, and people are saying, yes, it's now a completely different game. There was a while where there was no NPCs, and I remember when I played it, there were no NPCs. There was nobody around, and after a year, they put in NPCs.
Talk about a game that should have been delayed.
Yeah.
You know?
But hey, it's running now, and there was 1 million players concurrently in one day. And it's funny because I did a short on that and said, hey, look at this. And it got 10,000 views in one day. And I was like, Fallout stuff, even my random Fallout video of buying the games, that blew up. I have another Fallout video that I was working on, but I haven't finished it. It just kind of fell out.
Some would say it.
Okay.
Yeah. It was actually a pretty good joke.
I'll show myself out.
Oh. Well, he did. He did it. Good. We don't need him here. Anyways. So yeah, Fallout.
You're fired. You don't need me here anyway. Fine. Flip a table.
Fallout controller? Man, if they did a Fallout controller, I would buy that. I think that would be...
They did.
Oh, gosh.
Go to Xbox Design Labs, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about buying it too. Yeah.
Let's see.
D-Man says...
Xbox Design Lab.
Yeah, I got 76 for like $10 and played for a while, and considering all the content, it's a decent game these days. Yeah, on Game Pass, you can just download it. And people were saying, oh, because Fallout's free, that's why everyone's playing it. No, Fallout 76 isn't free. If you have Game Pass, which you are paying for...
You're paying $10 a month?
It depends. It depends on who you are. You're paying $15 if you have Ultimate. So...
I'm looking...
Mustafa says, I don't have the time no more to play open world games like I used to, and that's why I never got Starfield. A lot of us don't.
I'm right there with you.
Like, the Fallout, I'll play about an hour at a time. And so I'm creeping my way back through it. And then I'll pick up, all right, if I have some time between, and go figure, we have video game channels. We make content on video games, and we don't get to play as much as we want to. But if I get time just to play something for a moment, it's been Exoprimal. I'll do a round of Exoprimal, or I'll just mess around in GTA Online. And I haven't even been playing that as much. It's mainly been Exoprimal. So
shout out Dab Nomad for the resub, dude. I see that little message there. 7 months. Sorry.
Yeah, John says they need to do a Fallout controller soon that people can buy. You can buy it on Xbox Design Labs, but I think he means where you can walk into a store.
Dab Nomad, you got it for free. Well, technically, Dab Nomad, do you have it? Okay, Nerf. Do you have it on like Xbox Game Pass then, or you pay for Amazon Prime? Oh,
they gave it. They gave a PC copy or something.
I guess so. If you're Amazon Prime. So
now let's segue back into, since we all know that Xbox is we're speculating Xbox is going to go the way of Sega. But that article is kind of sad.
Twitch Prime is giving it away for free on PC and Xbox.
Okay, makes sense. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about, and is it didn't fix the spelling up on our title. I don't know if you can see it. Everyone else sees the correct spelling because I fixed it on YouTube. Let's have you noticed or have you seen the first episode of Knuckles? Because it's free on YouTube, free on Amazon, free.
The first episode is?
Yes.
I'll watch it tonight after this. What is it? 25 minutes? 40 minutes? What is it?
30. It's a 30-minute show.
I used to have Paramount Plus.
I think every episode is like
to watch South Park. So.
Well, I still have it for a couple more days. I think I'm gonna watch those South Park specials.
They're so good. Watch them all. Even the COVID, the I'm not going to say the word.
Yes.
Even those, dude.
Well, whatever. I'm gonna watch those, but right before the podcast started, we finished. My wife and I finished the series. It's only 6 episodes, but it's a lot of fun. I haven't laughed out loud like that in a very, very long time. Yes, D-Man. D-Man says, I enjoyed it. It was silly, but pretty decent, like a solid 7.75.
That's good.
You know what? Because of how funny and how much I laughed, I'll even go with an 8.
I think a 7.5 is worth time watching.
It was a little goofy, but it felt good. There was an episode with a rock opera. Hilarious. Like the whole episode, like it was the whole season was goofy.
Who voices Knuckles?
Idris Elba.
Just like Idris. In the movie. I like Idris.
You know what? You know why I used to hate him? And I couldn't separate the actor from
from a character,
from the artist. Yeah.
That's when you know they're a good actor. When you're like, man, I don't like this guy.
Because I was such an Office fan. I still love The Office. He played Charles Minor, and I hated Charles Minor. Hated him.
I gotta get back into The Office.
So now it took me a while, but I separated. But Idris Elba's become one of my favorite actors, and the fact that he did Knuckles, I thought it was perfect. And what he does with Knuckles is just, I love this show. I love the first 2 movies. I cannot wait for Sonic 3, and Shadow is going to be voiced by, wait for it, Keanu Reeves.
I was gonna say, yeah, Shadow's gonna be Keanu Reeves.
Yes, I'm so looking.
And so they are. So and Jim Carrey's on board to do a 3rd movie.
Yeah,
he is a phenomenal Robotnik, dude. I love Jim Carrey. When they announced it,
good.
It's so man,
good. That movie's it's so good. I mean, I don't remember being this excited for movies in a long time. And Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Mario Brothers have all really
Mario's
just
so flipping good, dude. So
it's
good.
Like nothing else. Like the Ninja Turtles movie was trash. The Godzilla movies were kind of The Ghostbusters were So
did you watch the new Ghostbusters?
I was gonna go see it. We kind of, with all the work and everything, we just ran out of time, and by the time we wanted to go see it, it was out of theaters. So I'm just waiting for it to come to Max. But I'm not. After I saw not the spoiler reviews, but the gist of it, it's more member berries, but a really bad story. So I was like, I'll watch it because I watched Afterlife, and Afterlife was all right. I didn't think it was the greatest thing in the world, but it was better than Ghostbusters 2016, and that was Duty McButter. Hey, look who's here.
Well. If it ain't Gabe, the geek himself.
I actually messaged you to see if you wanted to be here tonight, but you were like, "No, I'm going to ignore your message," and now you're here.
I was gonna say
now you have to chat with us.
I had read something in passing on Instagram. And I'm looking right now, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. Paramount is developing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Last Ronin with making it for an R rating. You know how amazing that would flip and be?
Yep. Yeah. I
was like, when I first read that, I'm like, nah, I'm getting punked here. Like, this is...
You watch the channel, I think it's The Old Turtle Den or Ye Old Turtle Den or something like that.
It sounds familiar. I feel like I've come across.
Yeah, it's that one and the Turtle Nexus. Those are the 2 Ninja Turtle channels I watch. But yes, I want to say this. D-Man says Detective Pikachu was all right, but not as good.
I like Detective Pikachu. I liked it a lot.
Netflix is doing a new live action Pokemon thing. I want to say I loved Detective Pikachu.
It was. I was like, I can't believe I actually liked this more than I had anticipated.
Yep, and we saw it 2 times in theaters, and I saw it once and I was happy with it. And my wife goes, "Can we go watch it again?" I'm like, "Wait, what? You never want to watch a movie in the theaters again? Can we go watch I Love Pikachu?" I'm like, "What?" And that sparked her love affair with Pikachu. Now she has more brightly colored puffballs of yellow Pikachu in our bedroom than I've ever seen.
Oh, I'm sure. That's
and
great.
it's all my fault. It's fine.
Yeah, you created a monster. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Gabe says he's all messed up. He's on the couch. I wonder, are you okay or are you just drunk
or not feeling well?
I hope you're okay.
Yeah, sheesh.
No, I can't add Batman to the Turtles. Okay. No, Batman's gonna suck. The last Batman was trash. No. The last decent thing with Batman in it was.
I liked the last Batman. I liked it. I thought it was great.
You again?
Oh, it was great, man.
Not feeling good, but getting better. Okay, he's just. I'm guessing you're just under the weather. Okay. As long as you're not like vomiting everywhere 10 ways from Sunday. That's good. Just 2 ways from Sunday is all right. But there haven't been too many good movies, and TV shows have been crap. So when I saw Knuckles, I was really, really skeptical. But I was thinking to myself, man, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 are really good. And this show was phenomenal. I enjoyed every episode of it. It was worth it. Everyone just gave me the laughs. I was feeling a little and then watching it, it just made me feel so much better. Hey, we've got Rogue Attraction here. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. So, yeah, Tom's been streaming because, he's a park streamer. And he's been, like, timing his streams perfectly. He's not doing it on purpose. But while I'm editing my videos, I jump on and I'm like, hey, chatting there and editing my videos. So he's been giving me some solid, wholesome entertainment while I edit my own videos because a guy can only watch so much Stimcast.
I have taken a break on all his stuff. I've taken
a break on
huge sabbatical on any political, anything, any news outlet, any political.
It's been hurting my head.
Yeah, so I've taken a step back and I'm happier for it.
It's like, depending on, hey, if there's nothing else that I watch or listen to, and it's on, all right, I'll put it in the background. So like if I'm cleaning up or something, I'll put it on and I'll just, because I still like Phil and I wanted to hear that about the new album, and All That Remains has a new album coming out the single drops this weekend. So I'm like, yes, and that's really what I wanted to hear about. So it's more about an All That Remains kind of thing. But I think that's enough of the Knuckles. Helldivers 2. Have you been playing it, or have you been paying attention to it?
I think it's an amazing game, but right now thinking about playing the game
is too much.
It's too much. It's 20 minutes to 40 minutes I have to dedicate, guaranteed. And I'm just like, I don't like I'd rather just play a game where I can just tap out at any time. It's a phenomenal, great game, though.
So let's take a quick look just to fill out this podcast. Share the screen, and here we go. It's called. This comes from Push Square. Ice your enemies with Helldivers 2 latest premium Warbond Polar Patriots. I think that's kind of funny because now there's ice. I don't remember there being any ice.
No,
but look at the stuff.
That's pretty cool. They're going kind of like Star Wars with it, huh? I think they're kind of.
I didn't think about
they're
that.
They're kind of going very Stormtrooper there. No, they were another thing too. People were talking about doing like an urban setting with like buildings and stuff like that. Because
I love the name of the weapons.
What are the names? What do we got?
AR-61 Tenderizer, SMG-72 Pummeler, and PLAS-101 Purifier.
Yeah, it's just the comedy and the ridiculousness of it. It doesn't shy away from anything of what it's about, and that's why Helldivers 2 is so good.
You're saying there's no urban areas?
Yeah, I thought they were mentioning that people were kind of like, there was like a rumor that there were going to be like buildings and urban areas like that.
Huh. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Most of the areas that I played in have been rural, mountainy, rocky landscapes.
Yeah, and that's fine and all, but like, and the Nerf knows the name of the enemies, the robots, man. They're cool, they're fun, they're hard. They're hard. I have more fun killing the critters, the aliens, though. It's a little bit more fun for me.
Wow. I'm reading some of these things. Okay, so we got the Arctic Ranger, the Kodiak, and the Winter Warrior. And then the banners are Order of the Venerated Ballot.
That's actually a really cool looking banner too. I like that.
But it's such a tongue-in-cheek because they're stealing ballots.
Was it? Yeah. Pinions of Everlasting Glory. That's great.
Dissident's Nightmare.
That's these dude. I mean, you could tell these devs are having a lot of fun.
Call the Helldivers, distribute ballots, mine instrumentation.
Oh, that's the new emote poses.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Distribute. I'm sorry, I find that really funny.
That was funny.
Incendiary impact, motivational shocks, verdict, purifier, pummeler, and tenderizer. Okay, this is really cool. Maybe once everything is done, I can get back into this. I'll have a bit more time, but right now, what do you call it? Is calling me Exoprimal. Yeah. So, but I do have to get into this. So, if you guys have been playing that, let us know in the comments below. If you're watching this later, and then we'll talk about it. But yeah, with that being said, I want to jump before we hit the side quest. Maybe we should make this the beginning of the side quest. The chocolate bacon.
Oh, yes. Do it.
So, what we have here, let's see if I can do this. So, I bought this the other day at Universal. Farmer Billy's Choco Bacon Bar, milk chocolate with bacon bits. This little piggy went to chocolate. So
I think that's going to be delicious.
If you've ever been to Universal, they have Universal Studios Orlando. They have the Simpsons area. So this was actually in one of the cartoons, one of the episodes. I can't remember, but I've always seen it and never tried it. So the other day we were leaving, and I was checking out. My wife's lanyard broke, so I got her a new one. And while I was waiting in line, I saw this at the cash register, and I'm like, I'm going to do it. Do it. I was just going to eat it.
Why not?
But I was like, you know what? I sent this dude a picture, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold on to it for the podcast, because we might end up clipping it depending on how good or how bad it is. But here we go. Oh, it says it expires March 30th, 2021. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, eat it. I'd say
March 30th, 2025.
Reminds me, I should do the hot chip the Pocky hot chip challenge, dude. I should do that live on stream.
And those are the what do you call it? The nutrition facts.
The nutrition facts. It's a little blurry. Pull it out. Pull it back a bit more. I mean, it's kind of hard to see.
Okay.
It's small.
18 grams of carbs per serving. There's 3 servings, 160 calories per serving. 17 grams of sugar, 17 grams of added sugars.
That's a lot of sugar.
2 grams of protein. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. So, yeah. I'm just going to take a couple bites, and then if I like it, I'll put it in the fridge and save it. But I thought this would be a fun thing to do. Rogue Attraction says, I've had it before. Did you like it, good sir? Did you like it?
Those wings were good, I see. That video I posted with the chicken wings, about 4 years old. Oh, yeah.
How old was that? You were like a baby.
No, dude. That was like 4 years ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, dude. You were young. You're old now.
I don't look
You're
that
almost
different.
40.
Yeah, I don't look that different, do I?
Yeah.
You think I do?
You have this thing on the side of your face?
Oh, I need to get I'm gonna probably get this lasered off I have
and then
marks.
you have a beard.
I have marks and everything on my face from falling on it. I have to get it. I have to get that stuff lasered off.
So that's what the bar looks like. Looks like bacon. So I'm going to put this on the side. All right. So the bacon bits, they actually look like chocolate chunks. I don't know if you can see it. Ooh, now I can smell it. At first it just smelled like chocolate, but taking
chocolate and bacon together.
Popping it let loose the smell of the bacon.
I really want to try it. That looks delicious. Does it work?
Oh, that's.
Oh, yes.
Shit, that's salty. Okay, that doesn't taste like bacon bits. That tastes like processed, ultra salty bacon wrapped in decent chocolate. Oh. Ugh.
How much was the chocolate bar? $5?
I don't know. I just bought it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't always pay attention to prices when I go to Universal because it's like, all right, it's for this one time. All right, it depends on what it is. It's a chocolate bar. Couldn't have been more than like $4 or $5. Plus, I got my annual pass discount, which is like 25% off, something like that, 25% off. Oh. Let's try it again. Like Pete says, 3-bite rule. So you don't really know if you like something until you've tasted it 3 times. Polly has amazing chocolate covered bacon. Polly. What? Okay. Oh. He says he's had it before. It was after I had an entire night of Halloween Horror Nights drinking. It seemed good. Yes, I could see this after Halloween Horror Nights. Dude, yeah, that's going to be cool. We need to do a Horror Nights thing. It makes good s'mores. Okay, fun. I could see melting this. I might try that. Polly has amazing chocolate covered bacon. I don't know what Polly is. You got to tell me what that is.
Polynesian Resort.
Polynesian Resort. Okay, I'll check that out because we haven't been there in a little bit. Oh, it's melting in my hand.
So as it coats your throat and your mouth, is it more palatable?
The more you eat, the more palatable it gets. But I agree. If that saltiness hits you after you swallow it, because it gets stuck in your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and I'm not a big fan of salty things, but bacon, I love bacon.
Love bacon.
I love maple bacon. That's my favorite.
Maple bacon is so good.
All right. After drinking, yes. Oh, it was made to pair with Duff beer. Which version of the Duff?
I have never had a Duff beer yet.
They have 3 different types: Duff, Duff Light, and Duff Dry.
Oh man, dude, I'm gonna have to try that out. I know.
When you getting here, bro?
I'll get there eventually.
So, and the thing is, you'll have a couple people to hang out with too. So, it's funny because I don't know how many times I've talked to Jay about him saying, "Hey, let's go to a park," and I'm like, "Sure, yeah." And I think it's like been 3 times, and I've not said it. I've been so dang busy every time, and I'm like, he's probably forgotten about me. No.
Nah, I doubt that.
Duff.
That's hard to say. Duff cut.
I think it's a mistake.
Dufftober
because they have Dufftoberfest.
Yeah, Dufftoberfest.
Ooh. Yeah, you know what? John's right. He said, second time I've tried food on a live stream. No, the other one was a video, I think. I don't remember if I live streamed it. But it was, the KFC Double Down. No, it wasn't terrible. It was good. It was just too much. Because instead of the bread, it was 2 pieces of fried chicken, cheese, and bacon in the middle with the mayo or whatever the sauce was. and I did it because of the Diablo 4 beta. So I got it. Oof, and they sent me the beta code, and that was kind of fun.
Yeah, you know what? I've been on a quest with my work partner finding a good chicken sandwich. Speaking of chicken.
Okay.
And
you can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A. Screw all the haters.
Chick-fil-A is very good.
PDQ is fantastic.
I haven't had one at PDQ before.
I love PDQ. Yeah.
Popeyes, one of the best.
Popeyes is meh.
I know people have mixed opinions about it, and it's one of my personal favorites.
If you like spicy, it will make your butthole burn.
I don't mind. Oh, that's not bad then. I don't mind.
I can't handle spicy, and I had one the other day forgetting it was spicy, and it gave me the
burns.
Yeah.
I kind of have an idea of what Burger King's chicken sandwich tastes like.
Oh, I like the old one, the Italian one.
Yeah, the Italian. So I'm assuming it's going to be kind of a play off of that. I like Burger King. I don't mind Burger King. I just never go there.
You know, I haven't had Burger King since I've moved to my neighborhood in Central Florida. From South Florida, I've had Burger King once or twice because there was, I think, once right after we moved in and once maybe a year or two ago.
Okay.
And the one that's in our neighborhood looks like a front. There's a McDonald's across the street, and it's always busy. This Burger King, the lights are flickering. They got my order wrong, and I was like,
come on.
Everything in the parking lot has potholes, and I'm like, how is this Burger King in this area? And then a few days ago, they shut everything down, and they put up those work fences around it. And I'm like, okay.
So they're either redoing it or gonna destroy it.
No, John, you're wrong. PDQ does not suck. If you don't like PDQ, there's something wrong with your palate.
I go PDQ all the time, man, for their pastries in the morning.
Rogue Attraction says there's a chicken sandwich which killed someone near me.
Oh.
I want to know what this place is.
Yeah.
So D-Man goes, I had extra jalapenos on a nacho when I was in high school. Never again, man. My wife can eat that. You know, when if you get Papa John's and they give you the jalapenos with it, yeah, she can eat those things like there's no tomorrow. And I'm like, that's freaking ridiculous. But
I love jalapenos.
She's Caribbean. You know, it does nothing to that.
My mouth is watering. Speaking of jalapenos, dude.
Well, you're a weirdo, aren't you? No, you're Greek.
Yeah,
so
Greek.
I was gonna say you're Italian. No, you're Greek.
If I gotta find the video. If I find the video, I'll post it on my short. Gosh, what's the sub place? The Potbellies, dude. I got the hot jardiniere on my sandwich. Oh, there's not Potbellies by. It's like a really good sub place.
We have subs. We have Publix. I actually had a Publix sub today. I just realized there are people that call it a pub. No, you don't. This is Southern thing. Started in Florida. I think the furthest north they go it's Georgia or South Carolina, but Publix, it's our grocery store chain here. Fantastic. I got a chicken tender sub today. Bacon ranch chicken tender sub. Fantastic. Normally I just get a simple Italian. And we have Firehouse and we have Jersey Mike's. We used to have Quiznos, but those are gone. And then Subway.
Quick Trip is good.
You might find like there was one in Miami near the stadium, near the Dolphin Stadium, that was called Sub Center. I think they changed over the years or they closed, but it was fantastic back when I was a kid. I don't know if they still exist. It's been a number of years since I've been down there.
I've been wanting to. Oh, and then do you have a place called Fry the Coop by you?
No.
Dude, for the amount of money you spend, sorry, Fry the Coop, you're not there. You want a good chicken place that's just you get your food fast. It's called Raising Cane's.
They're opening one here.
Dude, go.
I forget where I was driving.
Go get the Raising Cane sauce and everything. Get yourself a unsweetened tea, which is iced tea, which I really like. Some people hate. I like their unsweetened iced tea. Dude, Raising Cane's, man. Even there'll be a big line, but dude, they cook the food fast because they only have a handful of things on the menu.
I want to say it was either somewhere near Universal or when I was out heading to the Chevy dealership the other day because I had to order some stuff for my truck. And I can't remember if they're building one out that way or the other way near Orlando. Yeah, Raising Cane's is not really a thing here, so they're just
It's
starting
so
to open
good.
them.
It's
But
some. It's
we have something better than all those places. We got Bucky's, baby. We got
yeah, that's right.
Bucky's.
Bucky's, of course. Bucky's. Bucky's is pretty phenomenal.
We got Bucky's, baby. We got Bucky's. I even got a Bucky's hat. A Bucky's. So
Yeah, we don't have a Bucky's around here. I know.
that's because that's you live in Chicago. They don't like good stuff.
Well, Chicago has some
Awful
of
pizza.
the. Excuse me. You clearly haven't had Chicago pizza.
Okay,
I'm not talking deep dish, man. Just pizza in general here.
We have a chain from Chicago here called Uno, and I had never had it until then. They're like, "Yes,
Uno's
we're from Chicago." Da 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 da. And I was like, "Okay," and it's meh at best.
Here's the thing. There's something.
The only good thing they have is the loaded potato pizza skin thing. That is really good.
There's something about the water here in Lake Michigan with the food.
I've heard about that.
Because even my friend from Texas, with all the amazing barbecue he has out there, he comes back here. We go to like D'Agostino's down the street here. He's just like, dude, he's like, nothing beats this. Nothing beats Chicago with pizza. New York has got good pizza too. I have to branch out and figure out like where are some like suburban pizza places next time I'm in New York to get.
We're gonna pause our food talk because I see D-Man posted something here and I want to acknowledge him for this. D-Man says, random by the way, but I had a job interview yesterday. I think it went pretty well. I hope so.
Good for you.
Because these days, yes, and we'll be clapping up, we'll be praying for you because God knows everybody needs to make more money these days.
Man, it's
and D-Man, you seem like a really good dude. So we hope you get it.
Absolutely. We really do.
So, but here in terms of food places, we got a lot of mom and pop stuff if you go out to the Orlando area, and there's other small cities like Winter Park is a very popular place. It's quite a ways away, but it's got a lot of small restaurants. Some that are supposed to be really good. I think there are a lot of hit and miss, but I'm not a big fan of the area. Some people say it's, acclaimed restaurants. I don't think so. Honestly, if you go into the touristy area, like even Disney Springs or in Kissimmee, there's actually some pretty decent stuff in there.
But I mean, just not just pizza. Like my friend last week, she knows all the good restaurants in Chicago. Like the food is so dang good. We have some amazing sushi out here. Like
we got some good sushi.
I'm sure you got
Thai.
some.
I don't like Thai, but my wife has gone to every Thai restaurant. There's this one Thai place.
I love Thai, dude.
Oh. Thai and sushi, and she thinks it's their massaman curry is like the greatest thing ever. I don't like curry; it's spicy.
I love
not
curry.
a fan of it.
Love curry.
But I love sushi. And there's this one sushi place that is just fantastic. Oh, and one thing that we have discovered is hot pot, the Korean hot pot. Oh, it's so good. There's this one place, top hot pot. It's about a 40-minute drive from here.
Oh wow, so it's a bit of a hike.
Right, but we found it's like our favorite hot pot place, so it's a good drive. But it's they come out. You know how hot pot works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The cool thing is all the ingredients are on a conveyor belt, and it goes around and around and around, and then you just pick up what you want until your thing is full, and then once you eat everything, that's it. The only problem is with the hot pot places, I've never had to worry about it. Anything you don't eat, they charge you for over a pound. $16, $15.99 per pound that you would waste, and you can't take it home with you.
Oh, that's BS, dude. Yeah. Really?
All the hot pot places are like that, at least over here. Now, there's also, what was that other place? I can't remember the name of it, but it's a Japanese restaurant. It's a Japanese sushi place, a chain from Japan, and it's everything comes around. The robots bring your sodas, and everything comes around on a conveyor belt. It's little things of sushi. And as soon as you load in enough plates, you have these vending machines that are over each of the tables. And then after a certain amount, it gives you a little ball. And every so many months, they renew it. They have a licensing agreement with different companies. Last time we went, it was Pac-Man.
Dude, so what's the name of this place? You said you forgot?
I can't remember. It's near Universal. I cannot remember what it's called, to save the life of me. And no, they don't have one in Sawgrass. You're thinking just a sit-down conveyor belt. No, this is very, very, very different. Like, this is very different. So there's a bar in there, and like everything comes around through the entire restaurant, and the robots come out. My favorite thing is the robots come out. You order everything on a little screen. You tip, tap, tip, 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 and then the robots and then you take your sodas and everything off, and then they talk to you.
What?
And then they go back. Yeah.
Dude, I want to see this really place.
Cool. It's an actual Japanese company, and one of the first ones in the States was in Orlando. I think there's another one in
it's a sushi
Washington.
bar. It's a sushi place.
Yes. Yeah. If you type in Japanese sushi conveyor belt, what do you call it?
Just Roboto Tokyo Grill.
No. It's got one of those names. My
Kura Revolving Sushi Bar.
Yes. It's
4.1 out of 5 stars.
Yeah. The only reason it was so packed, we had a 2-hour wait, but it was right after it opened. My buddy Richard was visiting, and we went there. It was probably about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So it's, the waits died down quite a bit. So, but it's really good, and it's fun.
They have 62 locations, 4 in Illinois, dude.
So there you go.
They have 4 in Florida. Oh, they have one right over
4
here.
In Florida?
Oh, dude, they got one right over by me. They have one 15 minutes away from here.
Then you need to go. It's Karu or something like that.
Yeah, Kura.
Yeah. And you see all the robots and the stuff with the anime and stuff like that.
I see robots.
Yeah, there's little robots that bring your drinks and everything.
I see the thing rotating. Some robots. I'm on their website.
Yeah, they have little robots that bring your drinks.
Oh, dude, this makes me want to eat some.
And if you get things that the robot can't bring out, then a person will bring it out to you. But almost everything the robot will bring to you. And they have, I think, like four robots that go through the entire place. But it depends on the size of the restaurant too. So it's a really cool place to go. But we have quite a few interesting restaurants. Again, I'm about, depending on where you're going, 20 to 40, upwards of an hour of some places away from a lot of the touristy areas. So it all really depends. But, even when I lived in South Florida, I was maybe 30, 40 minutes away from the beach. And there was all kinds of crazy stuff over there. But Miami, everything's a revolving door. So you might find a place that you love one day, and then a few weeks later, it could be gone.
Ah, that's disappointing, dude.
Miami, it depends on where. Like, there were places in Hialeah that stuck around for a while, and Kendall that stuck around for a while. But it all really depends. North Miami Beach, yeah, even big franchises don't stay because things get so expensive there. And depending on where you are in Central Florida, the same thing happens. So, but I have to travel if I want anything decent, because I live in such a small area and nobody knows where it is. I don't tell people the actual city I live in. Yeah,
probably for the better.
Yeah,
I'm not, and like, there's a lot of people. It's funny because like people be like, oh, oh, where are you from? Oh, Chicago. What area? What part of Chicago? Oh,
don't
Naperville. No. People be like, Naperville. That's not Chicago. That's a suburb. That's a suburb in Illinois. It's not Chicago.
but people would say the same thing. Oh, you're from you live in Orlando. Sure, I'll go with that. I do not.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But I'll go, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
I legit
go
do
to
live
Orlando.
I do
No, I do
legit live in Chicago. I just don't live downtown Chicago.
See, that's what I used to say. I was like, I live in Miami. I don't live in the heart of Miami.
Yeah.
I did not live in Miami. I did not tell anybody where I lived in Miami, because Miami is like, most people consider Miami anything in Dade County. But it's not. There's, a plenty of, and there's Miami Gardens, Miami Lakes. There's so many Miami Springs. There's a Miami something. There's all kinds of different Miami Shores. So, Miami, Miami Beach, North Miami Beach. So yeah, and you like, if you go Miami, it's like, I'll give up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Austin is an easier answer instead of Liberty Hill. No, Creamy's in Texas. No, it makes sense.
Texas is massive in its own self.
I mean, I get why people say like the bigger cities in the state that they live in, because
so most people will go, okay,
yeah, they get an idea. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that's why people say Chicago up. Yeah. It's just a thing. It's just easier for people to relate to.
The big ones are Miami,
mm-hmm.
Fort Lauderdale. Some people say, but that's like North Miami. Basically, it's the city above it. You got Palm Beach. Otherwise, it's Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, and Tallahassee.
Yeah,
those
Illinois
are the ones that everybody knows.
Illinois, it's just Chicago. It's just Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of another one that I've heard of.
In Illinois?
Yeah, but Florida's Florida.
Springfield? All right, it's our state capital. Springfield, Illinois is our capital, is our state capital.
Oh, hence the joke on The Simpsons. Which Springfield is it?
Yeah. I'm sure it was a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, they did that on purpose. Now, well, Daytona, the only reason people know Daytona is for the beaches.
Mm-hmm.
So for spring break, but Daytona is not really one of the big ones that everybody knows because they don't mention it as much. If you go Daytona, people go, that's Florida, right? Oh, the NASCAR thing. Yeah. But if you say Miami, if you say Tampa, if you say Orlando, everybody knows that's
Miami, Orlando.
Yeah. So those are the big ones. And then the reason people know Fort Lauderdale is Fort Lauderdale Beach. And Fort Lauderdale's been in I don't know how many movies. And same thing with Palm Beach. Everyone's like, oh, it's Palm Beach,
of course. Yeah.
And, they've set movies there since the 80s. And Daytona didn't really
Where did they shoot the movie Heat?
A beach
Miami?
thing until like the 90s, maybe late 80s. But it really didn't become known until NASCAR started going there. And, but NASCAR is still not as popular as, say, in the NFL with the Dolphins, or the Miami Heat, Miami, Orlando Magic,
I got you.
Yeah, Miami Vice, that was a big thing.
And I wonder how that show holds up. Got to be kind of.
They're really cool.
I mean, they're just cool.
It's like, from someone who lived in Miami not too long ago. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's been almost 4 years now. 3.5, I think, since I moved. No, because I wasn't living in Miami before that. I moved out of Miami. I moved closer to Fort Lauderdale, and then I moved up to Central Florida. So yeah. But yeah, with that being said, we've gone on a little longer than if you guys were wondering, we had planned to do a really short show because I had a migraine. But between the caffeine, and I did take 2 Excedrin, and I feel a little better, so that's why we kind of ran it long. So, but do you have any plans? Oh, D-Man, happy you ask. Do you have any plans for 10K when you hit it? I'm shooting up there. I've got about 100 subscribers in just a few days.
It's really good.
So this last couple weeks have been banging in terms of my subscriber count. Well, one day during the weekend, I had over 50 in one day.
Yeah, I would love to have that. I had an influx, and then I just slowly climbing up. I think I'm 10 or 9 away from 1,900.
last week I was hitting about 10,000 views a day, which is a lot when you only have 10,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
So things were just shooting up, and then I took a couple days off because of my wife's birthday, and then my views went but it happens. So this week I've been pumping out the videos, and a lot of new controllers have come out, so I've been covering those, which is pretty cool. And then companies have been sending them to me. So if it looks like I'll probably hit 10K within the month or so, and I was thinking about doing either. I was talking to my wife, and I'm like, "What do you think I should do?" And I know we talked about it for a little bit, but I didn't really decide on anything. We were thinking of possibly doing a day stream, like stream for a while with multiple games, stuff like that. I don't know, have some guests or something. I don't know. Or I might just make a big 10K video. I don't know.
I would do all the above.
Something.
Do all the above.
It depends on when it lands, because there is some stuff coming up that I might have to work around, and my wife and I want to take a little bit of a break from all the work, because we've had a lot of stuff in the last month and a half where we haven't even got to spend much time together. So we want to take some time and actually spend time with each other, because if you're married, it's very important. So we're thinking about it, and she's going to help me figure out. She helps me a lot with my back end.
I'm sure she does.
No, that's my bottom front end. Oh,
that's what she said.
A live stream could be fun. Yes, it could be D-Man. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna figure something out. We're gonna have some kind of, maybe even our own little celebration or something. I don't know. But 10K, it's been a road. It has been a road. I was looking at some of my statistics. You know how long it took me to get to 1,000?
How long?
It took me almost 3 years to get to 1,000.
Well, it's taking me over a year to get. I started with you at around 1,300. I'm at 1,891.
2.5 years. Sorry, it took me 2.5 years. And you're at how much? 1,891?
1,891.
Okay. Yeah, it took me 2.5 years.
But I've had this channel since 2014. And sometime I was posting for a while, and some of my videos got popular, more educational. Mm-hmm. I had my, they're
because
still up there.
Changed, and you're still going like this. I have a feeling you're trying to really find that niche, and that's what it took me a while. Once I found the exact niche that did well and blew up, controllers, I stuck to it. News are filler videos for me, and lately I've been pulling back from the news because I'm getting tired of it, and it's just giving me a headache. It's like, Rita, I've got such a headache. It's just, it's more fun to do collection videos, to do retrospectives on, hey, this game, or a pickup, or, that was fun doing my the Grail video, and then doing news on shorts. That's great, because then I can say, hey, look at this, and then it blows up.
The shorts have been helped. That's how I've been looking at my analytics. That's how I'm getting subscribers. It's coming from my shorts.
I get about a third of my subscribers through shorts. So I would be nowhere near 10,000 if it wasn't for my shorts, because I have some great shorts.
I'm sure you do.
I bought some new ones for the gym. Reebok.
Nice.
Did you know Walmart now carries Reebok? Either Reebok has really fallen from grace, or Walmart's really stepping up. I don't know.
Dude, I'll be honest. I had to buy some new steel toe shoes, and the Skechers I had started out as being really, really comfortable. But when I'm working in them and I'm standing in them every day, 10
Skechers suck,
dude.
They do not last.
They did not last. I went to Walmart. They were like $75-$80. I went to Walmart and bought a new pair a few weeks ago for like $35. We'll see how long they last. They're working for now.
I have a pair. I got, because our Sears, when I was living in South Florida, it was before the pandemic, they closed down. So I got a pair of steel-toed Harley Davidson boots. Really awesome. They
Nice.
were originally like $200 something. I got them for like $60.
Oh, nice, dude.
Dude, I still wear them. They're beasts.
Dude, that
But
sounds
I have
heavy
to
duty.
wear the really thick socks with them because it destroys my heels.
I was gonna say your heels.
Yeah. So, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for 10K. We're thinking about it. So we actually do have some plans, and I would like Nick to get in on this if he wants to. But we are going to turn, and I was talking to Nick about this, so I'm telling you guys, we're going to turn Red Bandana Gaming into something like Geeks and Gamers, minus politics.
Mm-hmm.
I want to create a team, and Nick's already number one. My wife is going to work the back end. She's going to write articles and reviews for Switch games, PlayStation games, whatever she's playing, mobile games, what have you, and they're going to go up on the website. We're going to run a completely different website, different company. And if you have stuff, like I don't remember if I told you about this, Nick, if you have any articles or something you want to write, it'll all go up there. So it's going to be a network, because if you look on the team, I forget what it is. There's a section, but you actually have a section on there as well. So anybody who works with us has a like a little bio on the Red Bandana Gaming webpage, but that's going to change too. So it's going to be more focused around reviews, news on there, as well as you can watch live episodes of the podcast over there. There's going to be special members only stuff that you can watch there and here, where it's all coming after the 10K mark. So it's going to build the brand and build the community, because there are people that want to talk about video games but don't want to hear all the BS and the drama and all the nonsense, and just say, hey, do I like this game? Do you like this game? What do you think about this game? It was fun. It was stupid. It was dumb. It was jank, stuff like that, where, yeah, okay, censorship bad. All right. But how was the game? So, and of course we're going to do even other pop culture stuff, like say Knuckles. Would have done a review if we watched that, and so on, stuff like that. So it's still technically video game adjacent, but it's TV and movies and stuff like that. Eventually, that's where we're headed, and that's all coming after the 10K mark. So depending on how things go in the next year, everything's going to be, I would say, we're looking at launching all this stuff by this time next year, because it's a lot of work that needs to be done in the back end. And if everything goes correctly, and if it blows up again, kind of like how it has in the last year and a half, because in the last year, I've gotten about 4,000 subscribers. So it's all hard work. I didn't have anybody saying, here, be on my show. Here's 1,000, here's 10,000 subscribers just because you were on my show. I didn't get handouts. So, but yes, that's what we're doing. Oh yeah, John, do me a favor. John did buy a shirt, and I don't know what happened to the photo. I need you to send me the photo again, and I will download it, and then next week I'll put it up here. Well, I'll actually show it on the podcast. So, like I promised everything. But yes, D-Man, big things to come. There you go. I thought I would do that little update for you guys. We've been talking about it, and we want to build some more hype so people know, hey, when you join the membership for Red Bandana Gaming, you're going to be a part of that too. Members for the channel will be listed on the website, because your membership on the channel is what's going to help build the website. Every bit of money, like, people think that all the super chats and everything I make is just play money. No, it goes back into the channel. Everything goes back into the channel. It's how I keep it going. It's how I was able to buy these new controllers. And I've built relationships with these companies who are giving me things. And I got to get another box. What Switch do you have, by the way, Nick?
I have the OG Switch, dude.
How
Launch.
often do you play it handheld?
Sometimes, not often. Like when I was playing Mario RPG, I went over to Mexico a handful of months ago. That's all. I was just playing it. Absolutely, I played most of that game on handheld.
Okay, because I got something to give you, but I can't show it on stream because the video hasn't gone live yet.
Oh.
So once the video goes live,
okay, I'll take it.
All right, thank you, John, for sending me the photo. I will put it up next week. But with that being said, we've hit about an hour and a half, hour and 25 minutes. This has been a decent one for one that we were only going to do for about 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this tonight. I appreciate it. And I am a little tired. I've got a lot of work to do tomorrow if I'm going out of town. Yet I thought I was going out of town Sunday, like early Sunday morning. No, I'm going out of town Saturday. So I got Saturday, Sunday, and then my mom's having a surgery on Monday. Everybody pray for her. It's just an outpatient thing, but I'm going to stay down there while she's having the surgery. And then once I know she's okay and she's home, then I'm heading back up. But thank you guys for everything. Appreciate it. And yes, next week, I promise I'll turn the light on.
I don't think you need it.
Because I'm so pale and the brightness from the screen bounces off. So it's the paleness. But yeah. So thank you guys. Appreciate everything. Oh, God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. You did the thumb this time. He's learning.
I'm going to do the thumb.
Just do the thumb.
That's what she said.
I'm going to leave it on that.